Hi, welcome. Today I'm going to show you one of the first pages in my front setup of my new journal. And today we're going to do the vision board page, so I'm very excited. I already went to a local print shop and got all of these beautiful vision board photos. We're going to go through them in a sec and cut all of them in different pieces. I'm going to explain you what each picture means to me, and we're going to create a nice vision board. I love having vision boards in my journals because then I will see them way more often and on the go. And I love them for inspiration, and then also I just love looking back at them when I'm older, a couple of years later, thinking what was important to me, how did I want my life to look like at this and that age. So all of these images I actually have from Pinterest. I don't think I took any of these myself. I also like incorporating into my vision boards where I think I want to do this in the future that I took myself. So I'm like, I did it once, I can do it again. I just want to make it a part of my life more. And funny enough, I printed out all of these images just from what I'm feeling right now. The journal, I said it was new. That is actually a lie. I'm sorry. This journal is like half a year old and I've been using it for quite a while. The issue is that I've never gotten around to doing the front setup, but I really want to finish it, and I think I'm going to use this for a couple more months. So I thought I'm just going to take you with it and show you, because I love watching those kind of videos. So I hope you like watching these videos too. I mean, you are watching it right now and nobody's forcing you to, so. But yeah, so I'm just going to take you on the journey of establishing my front setup, even though I've been having this journal for quite a while. And I just opened this page because I just printed these images out of my mind, what I want to do more in my life and what I want my life to look more like the next couple of months. And then I stumbled upon this list that apparently I already had a list of things I want to do. So that's fun. Let's see how much actually matches, how many of these images actually matches my list. But yeah, so let's get started on cutting these up. So let me start with these two. These two are very similar. Can you see? So I'm just gonna make sure that the autofocus is right. I think the autofocus is right now. I hope so. So it's picnics, blankets and pillows, and then like a charcuterie board and a bottle, and it's like on a really nice hill there. It's sunset, and here it's on a lake, which is also very beautiful. Thankfully, they're both sunset and lake in the country I live in. So I would probably have the opportunity and things, since I'm trying to save money the next couple of months, I want to think about more activities that you can basically do for free or that don't cost any extra, because of course you need to pay for the food you're gonna bring, but I already have to eat anyways, so just not gonna be too extra with the food I'm gonna bring. And then I could do like this nice little adventure. It's also like such a lovely date idea. I remember I did this for my partner in the second week that we dated. We saw each other a lot, like every other day since week 1. And I basically made this entire picnic for us, and he absolutely loved it. And I think I want to do this again, because we've been together for more than a couple of weeks doesn't mean that I don't want to do nice things for him still. So I think I'm actually gonna split those up. I like my vision boards being a bit chaotic, with images being glued over other images, and I don't really do like it would not be a correct vision board for me if I just printed them like this, if I just glued them in like this. That for some reason seems odd to me, and I like it more messy. So we can put this, like for example, down here, and then this I want to put here, I believe. I'm just gonna take a quick picture of the list I've got here, not that I'm gonna glue over it and then completely forget what I wanted to do initially, like when I got this journal first, which was like 6 months ago. So I'm gonna quickly take a picture, and then I'm gonna cut some more pictures. Okay, we're back. So yeah, these are the picnic photos. I just explained them. Then this one is another one, which is more of like also date themed, I think, like traveling and just making time for each other talking, because we do find ourselves sometimes just maybe even sitting in front of each other, but then still watching a series as we eat together. And of course, you don't have to talk to each other for hours every single day when you're in a relationship and when you live together. But I think that especially when you live together and you don't have to make time to see each other, you don't have to make like appointments and schedule something, it can be so easy to like live with a person but haven't had a real conversation for more than half an hour about feelings, emotions, things that are currently going on in your life for like 2 weeks, even though you've seen each other every single day. So this for me represents, like, first of all, the travel, because this definitely I think isn't in my country, and then also like in spending time with people with intention, and setting the intention of just being present in the moment. So social time that's means you're present. I just love that. And it's so simple. Again, it's just a table and 2 people, but this could be like one of the most exciting afternoons in their year. But you gotta make the time and take the time for stuff like that. Then the next one here, I love this handwriting, I gotta say. I want to make my handwriting more pretty. But this is not because I want to make my handwriting more pretty. I took this picture because I want to journal more. I actually have gotten into journaling over the last 6 months again, way more. I can already tell how much it helps me to just express my feelings. One big block for me for starting to journal again, because I used to a lot, like write a diary, but then I stopped because I felt like, oh, if I start now, I have to catch my diary up on the last 2 years. And that can be a bit intimidating. Like, how am I going to do that? So turns out I realized I don't have to do that, and I can just write what's on my mind. Just like, I feel happy, I feel sad, I feel blah, blah. I don't even have to put a why. Sometimes just getting your feelings out on paper helps enough. And I don't owe it to anybody to make my journals like chronological order, explaining every detail in my life. I don't have the time for it. So journaling is something I want to get into again way more, or like specifically writing my feelings down and writing in a diary. Then this one has to do with another fun activity that doesn't cost too much money. It's secondhand book shopping. I actually already did that when I was in Barcelona this month. That was such a nice experience. I bought like 2 books for $6, so like $3 per book each, and their books, one is from Jane Austen, which I'm very excited to read, and the other one, I don't know the author's name, but they sound really interesting. And that's because I want to read more. I learned this year, at 20 plus years, that I don't have to actually finish every book that I'm reading. Which I don't know why. I, for the last 2 years, basically read the 2 books because I, first of all, didn't take the time to read, and second of all, was stuck in these books. I mean, one of them I actually loved then by the end, and I finished it quite quickly, but like the first half, like I said, 2 years, and the other one, I think, God, it's embarrassing, like many more years actually I've been reading this book. But then after like finishing the book that I liked, I went back to the first book, and I realized how easy it was to read this one book as soon as I started liking it, and how horribly difficult for me it was to read this other book. I had to Google like 3 terms a page, and it wasn't that interesting to me anymore. And then actually my partner was the one who said, you know, you don't have to finish every book that you started. And for some reason that concept blew my mind, because I do like to be like one of those people. There's another reading image. That if at any point in time I said I want to do something, then I also want to finish it, even though that's not what I've done all my life, but still. So that has been a little bit of a revelation, that I can just start books and just read for fun, because it also used to be like, I want to read books because I want to get better at speaking and be more eloquently and be more educated. And now it's just, I want to read for fun, and suddenly I actually make time to read, and I'm so excited to get into bed and read a book in the evening. So yeah, more reading. It's already started. I've already finished 2 books this year, which is insane for me. Also a bit embarrassing, but that's insane for me, but it's okay. No judgment. To each their own time and way, I guess, or path. Yeah, so then I think I'm gonna get all the adventurous themed ones out now, because we already started about the adventures and the things that cost not too much to do. This is one of them, just swimming in a lake. I've always wanted to make a tour of all the lakes nearby, and just jump into every, I mean, I don't have to jump into everyone, but just go see them, because I realized that there are far more lakes close to home than I know, and I love lakes, so why not in the summer just go lake hopping and maybe camp. Camping is actually something I wrote down here, because again, cheap, adventurous, how nice. Why not? So this is also for spending time outside. Spending time outside will also be these two. Like hiking is actually, is that something I wrote down here? But hiking is also something that I really like. Again, just something you have to make time for, and you have to have the energy for it. This is like winter adventure. So doing stuff, going outside, going on small adventures, and especially doing stuff that doesn't really cost much is I'm noticing a big theme here. Because also reading, I mean, can be an expensive hobby, obviously. If you always have to have the newest books, and like one book can cost up to $20, like that can get expensive if you really read a lot. But the books, like the 2 books I bought, I think they're gonna last me over a month, to be honest. And that was $6, so that's fine. That's for me as an activity I like. And also this one, by the way, is also for thrifting and secondhand shopping and like flea markets. That also represents that for me, because I want to visit more flea markets. And yeah, this is just, you know, when you go outside, you can see so many beautiful things. Just put the time and effort in. And hiking is also so freeing for your mind. It's like meditation to me. So is there anything? Another activity would be meeting friends, number 1, going for coffees, because that's something as soon as the semester starts, I kind of am so in the hamster wheel of deadline to deadline, problem set to problem set, that I kind of forget to make time for friends. And actually I've just talked to my group of friends yesterday, and we all said that maybe if we get, because we're all studying different things, maybe if we get our plans for next semester, we can this semester finally try and find like a weekly appointment where we can go for coffee, and then also maybe study a bit, because you know, if you see your friends like once a month, you can't make a study date, because you're gonna have to be talking for 3 hours to catch each other up. However, if you see each other every week, you can make it into a study date, because you can like talk for half an hour to catch each other up on the last week, or let's say half an hour to an hour if you're multiple people, and then you can actually go study. And I think that's great. So like coffee dates and study dates I want to do more of. It's so much better than just sitting in your room. And I think I want to cut this off here too, the white stuff. So much better than just sitting in your room all day. Like that can be so depressing, especially if you're working hard. If you've got like a nice hour or 2 with your friends in the middle of the day, I feel that's so motivating, because then I want to get as much stuff done until I meet them, and then I get like this nice break, and afterwards I can really throw myself into studying again or working again. So it's productive. It's also important for your mental health to meet people. So that's why I chose this image. Also, it's so aesthetically pleasing. I mean, all of these images obviously also are aesthetically pleasing. Like you don't have to have an aesthetically pleasing vision board. I just love aesthetically pleasing things. So there we go. Then we have another big before we go to this big topic, let's go to the small topic. Here you can see that's just a nicely decorated how do you say, cupboard? I hope that's the right word, and sometimes I am not sure. But that's because in the apartment that my partner and I live in, there are a few things that still need to get done. But because we're both doing a lot for university and we both get distracted from that stuff quite easily, but I mean, me much more than him, gotta be honest. I don't want to drag him into this too much. There's like, this is specifically like one thing in the apartment I want to kind of fix, that this relates to. Like we do need bookshelves, and I do want to make them cute, and again aesthetically pleasing. So this is a symbol for me to get a grip on all the stuff in the apartment. I also have written a list as part of my New Year's resolutions of all the things I still need to get done in the apartment, and my goal is to check off one thing every 2 weeks. I'm not sure if I've gotten there, but a lot of things have been checked off already this year, so that's good. But this represents one that hasn't been checked off. So what's the next one? Let's go with this one. Oh no, let's go with this one. Okay, so one of my big goals this year is health. Like that's the word of the year is health for me, and physical and mental health. And well, in physical health, I mean, I also think that physical and mental health go hand in hand with each other, but a big part of physical health is nutrition. So I've printed out quite a bit of images on food and just really healthy looking I mean they're healthy looking but also delicious looking healthy meals, partially as inspiration. I almost said parsley, but that's healthy too, so it's kind of fitting. And then also, again, a realization I've had, but this one's a bit older now, not this year. I kind of thought that when I had to eat healthy, I had to eat stuff that I didn't like boring salads, until I realized, no, you can just eat things that you really like. Why would you eat stuff that you don't like? I mean, so these are pictures of healthy meals. I mean, it's just strawberries, but that's a healthy snack, and the picture is really pretty, and I really like strawberries, so to eat more fruits, vegetable, berries. Maybe this one we could put here. Oh yeah, and then this red one maybe down here. I'm just doing like a bit of a I just scattered them around in a way that I think the images match beautifully. And then I'm gonna glue them all down once I found a place for everyone. But here again we have more food stuff, and then also part of the physical health. I have no idea about, I'm gonna put them on a hand, I think then it's easier for the camera to focus. I have no idea about skincare, so I really want to establish a skincare routine this year, so that's why this is an image. I already got a few creams and stuff, but I honestly have no idea if they're doing anything, so I want to get a bit more educated on it, and ask a dermatologist to help me establish a skincare routine, and then I'm hopefully gonna do that every day. So I'm just gonna cut this up now. Yeah, again, like just a healthy breakfast idea basically, and healthy nutrition in these images. Because also cooking healthy, I've learned more and more to cook. Thankfully my partner is a good cook and he's teaching me stuff, and then we're also trying new recipes together every now and again. So I've learned that cooking is like the best hobby you can have, because when you get good at it, you actually eat so much good food, and if you know how to make healthy food taste really good, you're gonna eat more of that, and it's just a win-win. And also, if you cook your meals yourself, you don't spend that much money. So it's, yeah, picking up cooking. If you don't know, if you want to get a new hobby this year and you don't know how to cook, and you don't know what new hobby you want, then try cooking, because it just adds so much to your life, so much joy and happiness, and saves you money. And it's also a skill. Like if you can cook, that's such a cool skill to have. Like if you actually just can invite people over and be like, I'll cook something for you, and everybody knows it's gonna be good because everybody knows you're a good cook, then that's just nice. Why not? Why not have that? And then this is like a fancy drink. I don't know if it's that fancy actually. Wait, hold on. I don't know if it's that fancy actually, that drink, but that just symbolizes for me, first of all, sobriety, because I just like being sober. I thankfully never had an issue with any alcohol or drugs, but I also never like being drunk. So I mostly stay sober, and I want to keep doing that because it just, my health, my physical health, my mental health, and yeah, I think I don't have to explain why that's good for you. But this also celebrates, or like not celebrates, what do you want to say? It symbolizes for me like the little fun things. Like you could also just drink water, or you could take a glass and make like a really cute, pretty drink out of it, and then just drink that. So this is about like casual magic, enjoying the small stuff. I don't know if I want this up here. I want this more like down here maybe. I'm not sure about this one yet, but yeah, this is just like enjoying everything and finding the joy in small stuff, like a drink, a simple like watery lemonade or stuff, and making it pretty. Then this one, I want long nails like that. For some reason I always fail. I mean, I don't always fail. I had long nails like that, although not that long, but I do want natural, pretty long nails. That's a big goal of mine too. And that's why this image is going to be on my vision board. It's, I think like that also has to do a lot with mental health, because I struggle sometimes with nail biting a bit, I'm gonna be honest. I'm working on it actually a lot, but, and as you can see, I haven't bitten my nails in quite a while, but they are still short and I want to change that. So I've already taken measures. It's going in the right direction, but I want like this long, cute nails. So that's why they're here. And then this one is just because, first of all, that's a cool image, I feel. I feel like that's a really cool image. I want to, let's see. Yeah. I hope this is sharp now. I'm never quite sure. But this is just a really cool image in my opinion. And this symbolizes for me like dressing up, having fun, going outside, and yeah, like glamming up a bit, you know, especially if I'm like at uni. I don't try to look good. I just try to be practical, or I have tried in the past, and like just a bit of personal style, like a bow, like trying different hairstyles, wearing something cute, even maybe if it's overdressing for an occasion. But I mean, I'm not planning on going to university in an outfit like this. That would be so much out of my comfort zone. I mean, no judgment if you do, like I probably applaud you for doing that, and I think it's really cute. But just this dressing up a bit more, putting in a bit more effort with my appearance, not because I feel the need to look more beautiful or more pretty, just for the fun of it, like wearing a bit more makeup and, you know, different hairstyles, and maybe changing up my personal style a bit. Like all of those are things that I think I want to do this year too. So actually we have got a bit of place now. I've literally said before that I don't like vision boards like this, but am I gonna do it like this now? I don't know, it kind of looks good. But no, we want it messy, but I feel like I should add more images. What do you think? I mean, I think this is a really good start, don't get me wrong. I just think that I should add some more. I go on a whole tangent about not wanting my vision board to look like it's in some sort of rectangular raster, and then I do it anyways. But this looks cute. I'm very happy about this. Maybe like switch out this. Oh, I like this more. The thing is, I like this image, but I don't know if it, no, I think this is good. Oh, here I'm gonna take off the white things on the outside a bit more. So, wow, I've managed to talk for about 20 minutes now about all these pictures and what I plan on doing with my next year. So I hope that you maybe got inspired. Maybe you want to do your own vision board. Maybe you want to take images that I've got here. I don't know if I have all of these images in like a vision board folder on Pinterest. If I do, I'm going to link it down below so you can just print out these same images if some of them inspire you too. And then you can also find the credit for all the people who uploaded these beautiful images, because I cannot stress this enough. I didn't take any of these photos, and I don't want to take credit for these photos. They're amazing. I do have good taste, though. I'm going to take credit for that. I do think I have good taste. Okay, now, so I'm going to think about how I'm going to glue this down and then show you the end result, because I'm not going to ramble on about 20 minutes more while figuring out how I want to glue this down at the end of the day. Maybe I'm also going to make a list of images that are missing, and I'm going to tell you about that. But yeah, I will see you in a bit, or for you in like a sec. But yeah, I'm going to figure this out now. Thank you for watching so far, by the way. Alright, as you can see, I'm done with all the images. There's obviously some spots missing, but I'm not mad about it, because this list that I had underneath here really inspired me to put more stuff on here. So I'm gonna just go and get images for those too, and then I'm gonna finish off this vision board. But for now, I think it looks so pretty, and even if it stays this way, I'm not mad at it. As you can see, I actually decided to trim off all of the little white things. Again, because it would have interrupted the flow of the images. I did not make it in a perfect raster. I did tilt a few things, just because I really don't like white space, and I think lining up everything, some images are narrower, wider, that wouldn't have worked without making it look a bit awkward maybe. And like I said in the beginning, I do like this slightly chaotic look of some images tilted and not everything perfect, even though it does look quite like rectangular, but that's fine. And as you can try and see, oh, can you see this? So yeah, I am gonna leave it for like this for now. I'm gonna take the list of things that were underneath here, get a few more images, and then I'm gonna finish it off. But for now, this is my vision board. I hope you had fun watching this video. I hope maybe you got inspired, or you just like looking at aesthetic stuff like I do. Then yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will follow up with maybe part 2 of making this and finishing this, or maybe with another page setup or a travel video. Actually, I don't know yet. However, if you want to see any of this stuff, you can subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, then you're more likely to be recommended my things in the future, my little videos. And yeah, I hope you had fun watching this, and maybe see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day. Bye.